Okay, it's 4:30. I'm going to call this meeting of the regular council of the District of Tofino to order on February the 7th, 2023 at 4:30. I acknowledge that the District of Tofino operates within the territory of the Tla-o-qui-aht First Nation, and a notice to any attendees that the meeting is being video recorded and will be published on the District of Tofino's YouTube channel. Pursuant to section 15 of the District of Tofino Meeting Procedure Bylaw number 1229, 2016, as amended, the February 7th, 2023, a regular meeting be held electronically via Zoom and live broadcasted on the District of Tofino's YouTube channel, and that the facility provided for the public to watch and hear the meeting be located at Municipal Hall, 380 Campbell Street in Tofino, BC. If there's no objections, that recommendation is approved. I'll move from the chair that the February 7th, 2023 regular council agenda be adopted. Do I have a seconder? Seconded by Councillor Sawyer. All those in favour? No objections. Motion is carried. The consent agenda. Unless there's any objections, items 4.1, 4.2, 4.3, 4.4 are approved. Are there any objections? Seeing none, items 4.1 to 4.4 are approved. No minutes to adopt. I don't believe we have any public comment on agenda items.
We'll do a call now for any public. So if there's any members of the public that would like to ask or to make a comment, you can do so by in the Q&A function on Zoom, leaving your name, your address, and the item you're speaking to. So calling once, calling twice, and calling 3 times. There's been no questions at this point.
Okay, moving on. Mayor's report. Well, the Mayor is actually in Regina for the Federation of Municipalities Conference. So I'm acting mayor, so there's no mayor's report this week. We have no delegations and no correspondence, no presentations and reports, no bylaws. So I'll move to item 12, business initiated by council members. Go ahead.
Make yourself comfortable, everyone. It's going to take a little while here. We got a few that I've been saving up for. Just a few from the cknowledged Community School Society from our meeting back in February. Just a report in general. One of the big things I didn't want to talk about the swim classes that have been going on for a long time. Went super well. Almost every single student in the school got to participate this year. And so that was a great success once again, and coming out of COVID, et cetera, et cetera. It's been wonderful. New program assistant hired, Sophia. The community youth programs have been going extremely well and well attended. I won't list off all the programs. Adult programming, once again, heavily used, everything from pickleball, basketball, women's night, all ages soccer, et cetera, et cetera. And the other thing I want to comment on is one of the District of Tofino contributes $1,000. It's in our budget for equipment maintenance and et cetera. And this year, one of the big purchases was the backboards for the basketball and the netting, and some new pickleball paddles that we're getting worn out that were purchased as well. And the work is continuing on the MOU with SD70 for after school and weekend use of the gym. And that's going super well. And I know that there's been some great discussions with the staff at cknowledged Community School Society, their director, and our staff on programming and looking at budgets for the upcoming year. Now for Harbor Authority, everyone's favorite. The executive was finally appointed this year. Shane Sadler, once again, is our chair and slash vice president. I was appointed vice chair again, and Jeff Mike is back onto the board as our treasurer secretary. We are embarking on a few projects. The Harbour Authority is embarking on a few projects, a service fee review, which hasn't been done in a long time, which will include parking as well. And there was a suggestion that we contact the District of Tofino, since we will be looking at our downtown parking and see where we might have some symbiosis. There's been some questions over time, especially around trailer parking, boat trailer parking, et cetera, et cetera. There was a contract awarded for, we had the Harbour Authority looking into their solid waste management program. We've contracted someone locally here for that, and that is ongoing. And having a conversation with our harbor manager, who was new as of September, Ryan Crawford, will be, I think, approaching the district to come as a delegation to a committee of the whole to tell you all things wonderful about the Harbour Authority. And then last is the British Columbia Rural Health Network, which has been a new appointment that I've been on. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to attend their meeting, but I do have, and if anyone is interested, the draft minutes from the last meeting, as well included in there, the documents that I have are the position papers that were presented and approved by the implementation committee of which I'm on. And that is it.
Thank you, Councillor Stewart. Anyone else? Okay, moving on. No unfinished business. Question period. Any questions from the sole member in the audience?
No questions at this point. I'll do one more call for questions. If you want to leave a question, make a comment, you use the Q&A function on Zoom. You leave your name, address, and the agenda item you're speaking to. Call in once, call in twice, call in 3 times, and no questions.
Okay. Closed session. I will move that the meeting be closed to the public pursuant to sections 90 of the Community Charter to discuss matters relating to 1K negotiations and related discussions respecting the proposed provision of a municipal